Thumped? What? Thumped? Oh, did I hit my mic? I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a good point. No, Teddy, you want to get rid of that one. Look, mine's cursed too, so we'll go tie them to that fence with the other bad fortunes. Oof. Oh, okay. My New Year's one was better, so I'll pretend this one didn't happen. Blessing. That's nice to know, but I don't feel like I need it. Hey, mine too! Well, we did kind of save the town, you know? Don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty lucky. No way. Oh, you're fine. Huh? What's wrong, Yosuke? Great curse. Oh, way to go, Yosuke. Great curse? You've got to be kidding me! Uh-oh. Better get rid of that one. Academic pursuits will be worse than usual. Starting or continuing romantic relationships will lead to disaster. Come on, this isn't funny anymore. Ouch. And I thought Yosuke's love life couldn't get worse than from last year. That's it. I give up. The universe is officially against me. Still have to draw your fortune. You put your coin in the slot, reach into the box, and pull one out. Great curse. Well, I kind of figured this shit was gonna happen. Yikes, 2 of them. Looks like we're both in for a rough year. We look at the fortune again to read the messages written below it. Great care should be taken during travel this year. Poorer than usual outlook for academic pursuits. Activities related to moving will present great stress. A romantic relationship should be avoided at all costs. Well, so much for that advice. It just goes on in this manner down the entire page. Well, you are moving, right? That's pretty stressful and it can affect all those other things too. You'll just have to remember to take care of yourself. It's simply a fortune, Senpai. Try not to assign it undue importance. Despite your friends' reassurances, the fortune you drew is making you feel uneasy. Truly the best fortune for the dating simulator. You decide to go with Rise, Teddy, and Yosuke and tie your unlucky fortunes to the fence. You spend a fun afternoon with your friends. When it becomes too cold to stay outside, you decide to go your separate ways. What emoji is that? Who's pizza roll? Whoops. There we go. I am very confused by that emoji, Sahoni. Oh. Why did you randomly stick that up? You can't date Dojima. At least I really hope you can't. Poor Sahoni. You and Nanako arrive home after a fun afternoon out with your friends. Hey, oh god. Yeah, I'm just not even gonna try with Dojima. No, I can't do his voice. Sorry. Hey you two, welcome back. Did you have fun? I was just thinking about what we should have for dinner tonight. Well... What the hell, you two? I mean, don't get me wrong, Dojima's a very attractive older man. You're his nephew. Just throwing that out there. We're playing his nephew. I was just thinking about what we should have for dinner tonight. Want to help me out? Dojima is smiling warmly. No, he's not in your mouth hole! Kenny and Nanako recently spent time in the hospital, leaving me to look after the house alone while they were gone. It wasn't until they weren't around anymore that you truly understood how much you missed being with a family. You don't think you'll forget that loneliness anytime soon, or how good it feels to be welcomed home. Yeah, Nanako not welcoming you home made that house feel so depressing. I'm okay with pizza rolls. No, Dojima, you're not my real dad! Frankly, I kinda wish he was the protagonist's real dad. Dojima's good people. Oh, Dad, can we make stew? It's the best when it's cold outside. Nanako is giggling happily. I am not going to giggle if I don't have to. Sure. Make sure we have all the ingredients first before we start, though. Dojima nods and looks to you. I don't know much about cooking, so we'll be relying on this guy to help us out. It's a good thing the protagonist is the best cook in his entire out of his entire group of friends. Alright, let's get started. You were recruited into helping the Dojimas make dinner. I think that's how that normally happened anyway. You had a good time and shared a delicious meal with them. Later that evening, you spend the evening relaxing in the living room with Dojima and Nanako. Oh, we're fine. Probably. Things have been quiet at the station lately. How can I put it? It feels like a storm has passed. Everything's starting to breathe a little easier. There's always work to do, of course, but I can be home early like this more often. It's a good feeling. That was good timing on your part, Ray. Your message popped up right when the phone started ringing. Dojima is interrupted by a phone call. Who could be calling at this hour? 1 second. Dojima picks up. Hello? Dojima speaking. Is that you? This is a surprise. Dojima is speaking in a familiar tone with the caller. While he's busy, you turn your attention to the quiz show Nanako is watching. So, what quiz show are they watching exactly? Is it Jeopardy? I would watch Japanese Jeopardy. I don't know about the rest of you, but Jeopardy's good shit. But soon, Dojima is motioning for you to come to the phone. Sure, I'll put him on. Hang on a second. Well, technically more than one phone call, but I can't imagine why unless you did the Hunger Arcana, I cannot imagine why Adachi would call you from prison. Soji, it's for you. Ellipses, question mark? Who could be calling you that wouldn't use your cell number? You take the phone from Dojima. Is that you, Soji? Yeah, that's about how that conversation would go, followed by that phone being slammed into oblivion. It's been quite a while. Alrighty guys, do we do mom, question mark, exclamation point, or I thought you forgot about me? Vote time. While y'all are doing that, I might as well go ahead and let the dog in so he will stop whining at the door. which one I meant. Okay, so we got one for the mom at question mark exclamation point. Okay. Of course it's me! You haven't forgotten the sound of my voice, have you? I don't think we ever heard you in the game, so I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, we have. You can go for it, just make sure it's away from your monitor, Sahoni. Oh dear. This is quite a surprise. You haven't spoken with your parents since you left the city and moved to Inaba last April. Because your parents suck! Soji. It would be a huge surprise, but I'm almost tempted to say that his parents calling is just as big of a surprise at this point. Maybe you were starting to think they'd simply never call. Things with work just got so hectic, you know how it is. And your father and I worried that being reminded of us would make you feel a little homesick. Well, you know, it's not like he got sick or anything over the year. Could have at least just been nice to her. Hey, we made it to our location okay. We wanted you to focus on your studies in Inaba, which you were generally within the top 10%, or at least I was, when I played the game. Speaking of which, how did it go this year? Still top of your class as usual? Okay, yes I am. No, not quite. Or I made a lot of friends, too. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of decisions for this one. Yeah, to avoid momentary, we're just not gonna talk to you at all for a whole fucking year. On right now, so there might be a little bit of background noise. Okay, so we got one for a lot of friends too. Okay. Really? That's wonderful, dear. I'm glad you're getting along with people. You never used to introduce any friends to us before. Honestly, I thought you'd mostly keep to yourself while you were there. It's good to have fun with friends, but don't forget to study hard. Really? There was a 2 in there. It was implied that I did both. What the fuck? College entrance exams are just around the corner. So be alone and study hard. That surely won't fuck you up or anything. But tell me, Soji, how is Ryotaro doing? He wouldn't say anything, but I felt awful sending you off to stay with him, and he's had such a hard time himself. Yeah, not to mention your cousin getting hurt and ending up in the hospital. And what about your cousin? Are you getting along with her? Yeah, that's probably true. That's right. You're not the only one who hasn't been in contact with your parents. They probably have no idea that Dojima and Nanako were injured just a few months ago. You quickly fill her in on what's been happening. Oh no! Ryotaro, that idiot! Taking on too much by himself, like always. I realize it's asking a lot, but please do your best to help them however you can. You can take care of the house if they need you to, right? Okay. Here's another one. We're not doing a she wanted... I don't think that's an option in this case. It's either a yes mom, which I'm presuming has a lot of attitude in it, or I always do, don't I? Which probably has an equal amount of attitude, so... Which level of attitude are we going for here, boys and girls? Or just boys, I guess. Whatever.